Welcome to HappyMind Nutrition, where we rediscover the simple, time-tested way our families used to eat. Today we look at fiber-rich whole foods that were staples in many American kitchens for generations. Our grandparents and great-grandparents reached for oats, beans, cabbage, apples, and seeds, not as medicine, but as everyday nourishment that kept meals satisfying and digestion steady. These foods brought bulk and texture to the plate while feeding the natural bacteria already living in the gut. Research suggests that fiber from whole foods adds gentle bulk and can help keep things moving comfortably, which is why they stayed in regular rotation long before modern supplements existed. This is general educational and cultural information, not medical advice, and individual results vary from person to person. We will explore 5 traditional choices, what history tells us about their place on the table, and what current nutrition understanding supports. Number 5 is rolled oats, a pantry staple that once simmered on almost every stove in cooler months. Families stirred them into porridge or baked them into simple breads and cookies because oats were affordable, filling, and stored well through winter. The outer bran layer stayed intact, giving the grain its natural fiber. Many cultures valued oats for their ability to make a modest meal feel substantial. Today, nutrition research associates the beta-glucan fiber in oats with helping maintain normal digestion by adding bulk and feeding beneficial gut bacteria. A warm bowl of oats with a little milk or fruit still tastes like a quiet morning at the kitchen table. People enjoyed them regularly without thinking of them as a special remedy, simply as steady, reliable food that supported the body's everyday rhythms. Number 4 brings us lentils, the small legumes that bubbled in countless pots across immigrant kitchens and farmhouses alike. They cooked quickly compared with larger beans, stretched a little meat or broth into a hearty supper, and were dried for long storage. Grandmothers often seasoned them with onion, carrot, and a bay leaf, letting the pot simmer until the lentils softened but still held shape. Their fiber content has long been part of what made these meals satisfying. Current studies indicate that legumes like lentils can support regular bowel movements when eaten as part of a varied diet, thanks to both soluble and insoluble fiber that feeds gut microbes and adds gentle bulk. The tradition of serving lentils with rice or bread continues because it creates a complete, comforting plate without complication. Number 3 is cabbage, the sturdy vegetable that appeared in slaws, boiled dinners, and fermented crocks throughout the year. In many households, it was one of the few greens available in late winter, shredded raw with a little vinegar or salt, or tucked into slow-cooked pots with potatoes. Fermented versions, such as sauerkraut, added live cultures while keeping the fiber intact. Families valued cabbage because it kept well in root cellars and turned simple meals into something more filling. Research suggests the fiber in cabbage, along with the microbes from traditional fermentation, may support comfortable digestion by contributing bulk and beneficial bacteria. A bowl of homemade sauerkraut or a plate of buttered cabbage still carries the same plain goodness it did generations ago. Number 2 is apples, eaten fresh from the tree, dried for winter, or cooked into sauce. Almost every backyard or nearby orchard supplied fruit that traveled well in lunch pails and stayed crisp in cold storage. People ate them with the skin on, where much of the fiber lives, and paired them with cheese or oats for an everyday snack. The phrase "an apple a day" grew from this habit of reaching for whole fruit rather than refined sweets. Nutrition understanding today links the pectin and other fibers in apples with helping maintain normal digestive comfort when consumed regularly. The scent of an apple pie or the crunch of a raw slice still evokes the same simple pleasure it did in old kitchens. Our number 1 choice is flax seeds, once ground fresh in many households and stirred into porridge, bread dough, or warm drinks. Farm families grew flax for both fiber and seed, and the seeds found their way into daily cooking because they stored easily and added a mild, nutty note. Traditionally, they were valued for the gentle bulk they brought to meals. Current research suggests the soluble fiber and omega-3 fats in flax seeds may support normal digestive function when used in modest amounts as part of a balanced plate. A spoonful, stirred into oatmeal or baked into muffins, keeps that quiet kitchen tradition alive without any extra fuss. When we look back at these 5 foods, the pattern is clear. Simple, whole ingredients that traveled from garden or pantry to table with little processing. Oats, lentils, cabbage, apples, and flax seeds. Each brought fiber and forms our ancestors knew well, and mainstream nutrition continues to recognize their role in everyday digestive comfort. The spirit worth remembering is to eat a variety of these time-tested foods regularly, prepared in the straightforward ways that once filled kitchens with good smells and steady meals. Small, gentle habits like these add up over years without needing special products or complicated routines. Subscribe to HappyMind Nutrition for more calm explorations of ancestral eating and whole food traditions. Remember, this is general educational information rooted in tradition, not medical advice. Everyone is different, so please talk with your doctor, pharmacist, or a registered dietitian before changing your diet or trying herbs, especially if you are pregnant, nursing, on medication, or managing a health condition.